The magnificent red and white spaceship struggles dangerously through the vast, unforgiving emptiness of the dark cosmic void. Blaring red warning lights flash violently and relentlessly inside the utterly panicked, claustrophobic cockpit. Grog collapses onto the main control dashboard, sweating profusely from sheer terror as the backup power critically fails. Right behind him, the giant rusty titan violently stumbles, his glowing green core tragically fading to pitch black. The massive mechanical giant drops heavily to one rusty copper knee, completely and utterly drained of all operational energy. REXY gently and sadly nudges his giant mechanical friend, his own tan stomach loudly rumbling with intense prehistoric hunger. Through the scratched glass windshield, Grog miraculously spots a sketchy, dimly lit space station floating amidst floating cosmic garbage. A flickering, decaying yellow neon sign desperately advertises a highly suspicious, rundown cosmic junk and salvage station. Grog aggressively pulls the heavy control lever, forcing the dying spaceship to violently crash land onto the incredibly messy metal platform. The heavy cargo doors hiss open with a puff of steam, revealing the three incredibly exhausted and desperate heroic explorers. They cautiously step into a cramped, chaotic store filled straight to the ceiling with absolute, worthless mechanical junk. A creepy, three-eyed alien mechanic really and obsessively polishes a shiny gold coin behind the heavily stained metal counter. The alien's three bulging, terrifying eyes instantly lock onto the desperate, vulnerable, and completely exhausted new customers. Grog slams his tiny glossy yellow hands on the counter, desperately miming their critical, life-threatening lack of power. The shady alien completely understands the dire situation, flashing a highly suspicious, incredibly wicked, missing tooth grin. He heavily slams a massive trans-purple fuel tank violently onto the metal counter, glowing with bubbling internal chemical energy. Grog's printed black eyes widen with pure hope as the Titan's dying chest core flickers with a desperate tiny spark of life. Grog quickly pulls out a heavy leopard print bag of gray asteroid bricks, slamming it down as a hopeful cosmic trade. The greedy alien violently swats the completely useless gray rocks onto the dirty floor in absolute, unadulterated disgust. Sweating and panicking, Grog slowly and painfully sacrifices his absolute favorite light, bluish-gray mechanics, wrench. The alien inspects it closely with the jeweler's magnifying glass before aggressively tossing it away, demanding a much higher, impossible price. The dying Titan bravely steps forward, painfully snapping off a precious piece of his own rusty copper exterior armor. The alien bites the precious metal, laughing mockingly and cruelly, as he aggressively rejects the heroic robot's final trade. The greedy shopkeeper selfishly hugs the glowing purple fuel tank, arrogantly yawning and rudely shooing the desperate heroes away. Grog viciously pulls his yellow plastic hair in pure, unadulterated cosmic despair, realizing they are completely trapped forever. Meanwhile, at the back of the incredibly dusty store, REXY carelessly wanders around the highly disorganized junk shelves. The dinosaur is incredibly bored, completely ignoring the intense, high-stakes, life-or-death negotiations happening at the front counter. He shoves his massive tan snout directly into an ancient, heavily dust-covered mechanical radiator sitting on a rusty shelf. A massive, suffocating cloud of thick gray dust violently flies straight into his scratched, transparent glass space dome. REXY aggressively twitches his snout, his printed eyes shrinking into tiny dots of absolute, uncontrollable biological panic. The giant dinosaur violently throws his heavy red head backward, sucking in a massive, earth-shattering breath of stale air. He unleashes an absolutely catastrophic, violently explosive, and completely deafening prehistoric sneeze. The sheer violent force brutally knocks Rexy completely backward, crashing heavily into the metal shelves and scattering useless junk everywhere. A massive, incredibly sticky glob of leftover medium azure slime violently shoots out of his dinosaur mouth, exactly like a cannonball. The disgusting, highly elastic blue projectile flies perfectly over Grog's bronze helmet at absolute supersonic speed. The gooey azure slime violently and flawlessly slaps directly right onto the three-eyed alien's forehead with a sickening squish. Grog and the mechanical titan completely freeze in sheer, absolute, and utterly terrifying silent panic. Rexy quickly covers his printed eyes with his tiny tan arms, realizing he just made a horrific, completely deadly mistake. The furious, trembling alien slowly and disgustingly peels the sticky, wet blue slime completely off his three-eyed face. He opens his mouth to scream in pure rage, completely prepared to brutally vaporize the heroic trio with a laser blaster. But suddenly, absolutely all three of his eyes completely lock onto the glowing sticky medium. He violently pulls down his magnifying glass, staring at the incredibly elastic slime in absolute, completely paralyzed shock. Under the flickering neon lights, the disgusting dinosaur snot radiates an incredibly beautiful, majestic, and mystical trans-azure glow. To this greedy, isolated junk dealer, this is unmistakably the legendary, infinitely priceless, eternal Gummy Crystal of the cosmos. The alien cradles the disgusting, gooey slime like an absolute sacred treasure, thick drool dripping heavily from his greedy mouth. He stares directly at the mighty T-Rex with absolute, unquestionable, and pure, unadulterated religious devotion. The shopkeeper incredibly gently places the magical dinosaur snot into a highly secure, bulletproof glass display case on the counter. He frantically grabs the massive trans-purple fuel tank, shoving it desperately and respectfully toward the utterly confused Grog. The alien completely loses absolute mind, throwing free batteries, golden gears, and synthetic oil directly onto the counter as a bonus. Grog blinks in utter complete confusion, looking back at the dying titan in absolute, entirely paralyzed disbelief. The shady alien desperately runs out from behind the dirty counter, falling completely flat onto his knees on the rusty floor. He violently and passionately bows 3 times directly to Rexy, worshipping the giant red dinosaur like a living cosmic god. Rexy is initially completely terrified, but quickly realizes he is being treated with absolute, unmatched cosmic royalty and supreme respect. The mighty T-Rex proudly puffs out his tan chest, stroking his scaly chin with ultimate, incredibly hilarious prehistoric arrogance. He gently and condescendingly pats the alien's head, giving Grog a highly smug, absolutely hilarious look of absolute superiority. Grog covers his plastic mouth, silently shaking with uncontrollable, massive bursts of pure, relieved laughter. They actually just effortlessly struck the absolute greatest, most ridiculously lucky cosmic bargain in the entire history of the universe. The Titan easily and triumphantly hoists the incredibly massive purple fuel tank entirely onto his heavy, rusty copper shoulder. Grog greedily and rapidly sweeps every single free mechanical upgrade perfectly into his bottomless, leopard print survival bag. The 3 incredibly victorious heroes proudly and confidently march straight out of the messy, chaotic, and dirty junk shop. The 3-eyed alien cries, genuine tears of absolute joy, passionately waving a white handkerchief at the departing VIP customers. Yo, toad. Grog violently and securely slams the glowing purple fuel canister directly into the spaceship's main exterior and exterior. The vibrant, highly volatile trans-purple liquid violently rushes through the transparent mechanical fuel lines with incredible speed. The spaceship's entire dashboard completely lights up, instantly hitting 100% maximum operational power. The Titan aggressively plugs a heavy, thick charging cable directly into the ship's main nuclear reactor core. Unstoppable, unlimited energy violently surges into the Titan, his transneon green core blazing with absolute blinding power. Grog happily jumps high into the zero-gravity air, delivering a massive, truly epic high five directly to the mechanical giant's hand. Rexy waddles onto the heavy metal boarding ramp, happily wagging his silver-armored tail to say a final, triumphant goodbye. The heavy, reinforced cargo doors violently snap completely shut, sealing the incredibly fully charged heroes perfectly safely inside. The 4 massive mechanical spider legs flawlessly and smoothly fold upward into perfect, highly aerodynamic exhaust cones. Grog sits incredibly comfortably in the pilot seat, aggressively slamming the main thrust start lever completely forward. The 4 heavy thrusters violently erupt with the absolute most powerful, blinding trans-orange fire ever witnessed in the galaxy. The Saturn V Rex violently blasts off the platform, creating a massive, highly destructive hurricane of glowing cosmic trash. The alien shopkeeper is violently blown completely backward, still happily and obsessively hugging his prized glass box of dinosaur, Snot. The majestic, fully restored spaceship proudly and flawlessly cruises directly through the breathtakingly vast, open starry galaxy. Grog happily pats the plastic steering wheel, incredibly satisfied with the utterly smooth, premium high-quality, trans-purple fuel. The Titan stands completely firmly in the back of the cabin, totally energized and absolutely ready for any upcoming cosmic war. In the passenger seat, Rexy aggressively picks his dinosaur nose, desperately trying to dig for even more highly valuable galactic treasure. Grog violently slaps Rexy's tiny arm away, absolutely refusing to ever allow that carefree, disgusting behavior inside his clean spaceship. Rexy pouts incredibly heavily, crossing his tiny tan arms in completely harmless, highly hilarious prehistoric defeat. The entire enclosed spaceship cockpit is beautifully filled with an incredibly happy, powerfully relaxing, and completely victorious atmosphere. The massive Saturn V Rex slowly and gracefully shrinks, becoming a brilliantly glowing now. Deep in the quiet, utterly lonely cosmic void, stray, forgotten pieces of rusty space junk slowly and magically drift together. They clatter loudly and perfectly, flawlessly assembling themselves into the final episode text using battered, rusty metal pieces. The text flickers beautifully and nostalgically with bright yellow neon light before violently short-circuiting completely into darkness. The cinematic widescreen view slowly and peacefully fades completely and entirely away into nothingness. The vast, infinite, and utterly majestic galaxy continues its beautiful, entirely silent, and eternal rotation. Our bravely resilient heroes finally possess the absolute ultimate power required to confidently continue their epic, unpredictable cosmic journey. Where will the highly advanced, fully upgraded rover mech take them next in this entirely unpredictable, dangerous universe? The endless, breathtaking galaxy is completely filled with countless, terrifying, and entirely unknown mechanical dangers. But absolutely nothing in the universe can ever stop this incredible, completely unbreakable trio of unexpected best friends. The cosmic darkness completely and utterly swallows the remaining, fading, beautiful starlight. A perfect, absolute, and highly profound silence entirely dominates the endless, completely freezing vacuum of space. The unbelievable cosmic journey is far from over, and significantly greater, more terrifying challenges await just on the horizon. Entirely new, breathtaking adventures and incredibly terrifying enemies are quietly and patiently waiting in the deep cosmic shadows. The legendary, unforgettable tale of the tiny master builder and the incredibly mighty dinosaur lord continues forever. Prepare yourselves completely for the absolute greatest, most incredibly impossible cosmic challenge yet to safely overcome. The cinematic screen completely and instantly snaps to an absolute, terrifyingly pitch-black void. Total, absolute, and complete silence reigns supremely and unquestionably in the dark emptiness. A completely legless black ant magically floats by holding a glowing red sign, "Hit subscribe," before you run out of fuel.